What's up, everybody? Yu-Gi-Oh 101 discussion. Let me just say this ahead of time. As I mentioned in some previous videos, um, my throat is sore, and you know, so if I um stop for a minute, like it's only because my throat is hurting and I need to just um take a breather. Well, let's begin. The whole purpose of this video is to talk about some splashable cards. Now, basically what a splashable card is, it's a card that can be used in any deck and not affect that build so much to where the main strategy of it is getting, like messed up. You know, one example of a splashable card is Reinforcement of the Army. And I want to talk about this card in particular. Now, Reinforcement of the Army is a limited card. Now, for those who may be watching this and are familiar with, those types of rules, like what a limited card is that you can only use one. Normally, any card, the maximum amount, you can use 3, and they call those unlimited. But the cards that are semi-limited, you can only use 2, and the ones that are limited, you can only use 1. And Reinforcement of the Army is a limited card, so you can only use 1 copy of it. And I was just wondering, like, how come they never set Reinforcement of the Army to 2 yet? And I was thinking, I was researching, and pretty much like the only conclusion I can come up with is that the only reason why it's not set to 2 is because of Elemental Heroes. Because like when Elemental Heroes had came out, like they pretty much, well, like I wouldn't say like pioneered, but like they, well, yeah, they did like a pioneer, like a lot of shit. Like they pioneered the fusion monsters, the search cards, because like prior to that, like it wasn't that many search cards um um up in the game that I can remember. I mean, there was Sangan, like Reinforcement of the Army was unlimited, etc. But it was only like a few cards out there. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much like Elemental Heroes, like they have their own search cards. Like of all types. Like you got some Elemental Heroes that can search out like you have monsters that can search Elemental Heroes out of the build. You have spell cards that can search Elemental Heroes out of the build. Like they have a lot of search power, and plus, the majority of Elemental Heroes are like all warrior type monsters. So that's pretty much like the only conclusion I can come up with. Like I would like to see this card get like get set to 2, but it's a real bit like fat chance of that happening. Like unless they come out with some type of search card for other warrior type monsters, and they put some type of ruling in it to where it can't be used by the Elemental Heroes. Like which is like a fat chance of that happening, right? So I don't know, like, so I guess like my like question to you guys would be, why haven't they set of the reinforcement army to 2. Because truth be told, like the warrior type, like they don't like off the top of my head, like they don't have, you know, any any uh search cards. You know, like reinforcement of the army, like that really helped out a lot of builds. You know, and pretty much like I said, like I've looked over it. I tried to search for, you know, like some reason, but and like the only conclusion I could come up with is because of elemental heroes. But then again, I could be wrong. You know, because mind you, like I went to various sites and, you know, like they told me like different things, but like the one thing they all had in common is that they all spoke on the elemental heroes, and that's the reason why this card ended up getting limited. Now they couldn't ban it, you know what I'm saying, because that wouldn't be fair to, you know, all of the other like warrior type builds out there, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, like my question to you is, why do you think this card has not been semi-limited, like as of yet? You know, and should they make a card that allows a player, like should they make a card that allows you to search for warrior type monsters, but have a restriction in there for the elemental heroes? Would they be like like would they be in the right to make a card like that? You know, I'm not saying that they actually will. Like I said, this is just a discussion video, you know, just to spark up some conversation, and that's all this video is meant to do. But yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here. My throat is killing me, and I'll see you guys for the next Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 discussion vid. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.